Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're joining me on YouTube, welcome. I thought I'd pop it on a little bit early so that you can see that we're here, that I'm here. And we'll begin momentarily, just a couple more minutes. So, streaming for the first time live over YouTube and Facebook. So we'll begin in about a minute or so. So I recommend just while we wait to make sure everything's working, is just to take a comfortable seat. And maybe just close the eyes. If you don't want to do that, just soften the gaze. And just start to tune into your breath. And we'll begin in about a minute. If you're on Facebook, you can drop me a message and say hello if you want to, just to let me know you're there. But in the meantime, just make yourself comfortable. We'll begin in a minute at 8 o'clock. It's nice just to get on early so that you can find me before it begins. There's nothing worse than missing the beginning, is there? So just start to tune in to how you're feeling this morning. A very dark morning, isn't it? Very dark morning. Okay. And we'll make a start. So we're going to start off in a little bit of a seat this morning. So you can do this sitting on a chair if you don't want to sit on the floor. Don't feel that you have to sit cross-legged either. Just have the legs whatever is comfortable. In the eyes or softening the gaze. Just take a moment. Just have down. We don't want to overextend up. Just kind of fine. I always like to start these little 10 minutes with a moment just to recognize and notice your breath. So just take 3 breaths and see if you can focus your attention on the breath without trying to force it, over exaggerate it. Just notice that inhale through the nostrils. Notice how the breath travels back down. I'm going to take one more breath. Release it. And then drop the chin to your chest. And very slowly, it's like you're saying no to the floor. A little shake of the head just to release the neck if you've been sleeping funny, if you're joining me in the morning. And then we're going to take right ear to right shoulder. See if you can drop the left shoulder. Maybe even give the left shoulder a little bit of a roll. And then keeping your head over to the side, just turning your chin down towards the shoulder, just taking the stretch into the back of the neck. And then chin to the chest, or take opposite ear to opposite shoulder. Maybe give the right shoulder a little roll. And then again, looking down towards your shoulder, just taking the twist into the back of the neck. And then rolling chin back down to the chest, lifting the gaze, lifting the chin, just stretching through the front of the neck, softening the throat, lengthening the back of the neck. And then head back through center, give both shoulders a roll. And let's give a little bit more mobility into the shoulders. So bring the hands together in front of the heart. And we're going to interlace the hands, push the palms away, drop the chin to the chest. And then can you draw your navel towards your spine and just start to round the back slightly, pushing through the shoulders, shoulders away from the ears, taking a nice breath here. And as you breathe in, reach up, lift up through the crown of the head, reach the arms up overhead. If you don't like the hands interlaced, break them free. But if you're okay, push the palms up towards the ceiling. And this time, just looking up, stretch the front of the body, stretch the front of the back body, the front of the back body, the back of the body. And then break the arms free, big circle, and give the shoulders a roll. We're going to do that again a little bit quicker. So breathing in, hands to the heart. And as you breathe out, push the palms away, roll the spine. And then breathe in, take the arms up, break the hands free if you want. Big breath in, and then big circle of the arms. One more time, breathing into the heart. Breathing out, push away, rounding the spine, spread the shoulder blades. And then breathe in, lift it up, draw the shoulders up to the ears, a little bit of tension. And then this time, open the mouth, big breath out. Ooh, and give the shoulders a roll. Okay, we're going to bring left fingertips to the floor. Reach up tall with the right arm. Drop down through your right hip and then side bend over. Nice side bend. Take a breath. Breathe out. Lift it all the way back up. Reach up. As you breathe out, lower that hand to the ground and we'll take the opposite side. Reaching up through the left arm first. Don't side bend. Find that length. And then breathe out, take it over, relax the shoulders. Breathe in, see if you can find a little bit more space into the ribs. And then breathe out, take it up. We'll take a little twist towards your right side, your left side, whichever side. Opposite hand behind you. So bring the right hand onto the left leg. A little twist, see if you can look over the shoulder. See if you can relax the tummy, soften the lower back. Take a nice breath in and breathe out through center, taking it to the opposite side. Relaxing the shoulders. Nice breath in. And as you breathe out, come forwards. Give the shoulders another roll. We're going to come to hands and knees. So you need to be on a yoga mat. If you're new to yoga, don't worry if you don't have a mat, but you might want to have something to cushion your knees over the next few sessions. So it's not nice to have a hard floor under the knees. Okay, so setting up to hands and knees. We have the knees underneath the hips, a nice gap between the knees. The feet are behind the knees. Wrists underneath the shoulders, and then spread your fingers. If your hands are really close together, take them quite wide. So shoulder width or a bit wider. Spread your fingers and push down through your index finger and through the knuckle of your index finger. And then see if you can almost lift your chest away from the wrists. And you're going to lift the belly button up as well. So don't sink down and just lift up the arms. So a little lift up through the tummy. Push down through the tops of the feet. And almost kind of start to charge yourself up. So we're pushing down but lifting away. And then with the next inhale, with the next breath in, we're going to drop the belly and then bring your chest forward, bring your gaze forward. So this arching with the spine. So bum sticks up, head sticks up. Everything else kind of drops down. And then push through your knuckles, push away from the ground, belly button draws in, rounding the spine. So cat-cow movements. If you're familiar with this pose, then just continue to move. If you're new, so moving with the breath. So we push away, round the spine as we breathe out, dropping the belly, and then let the chest come through as you breathe in. So just take another couple. Closing the eyes if you're familiar with the shape. Really feeling the body awakening up. And next time you breathe out, hold it there. See if you can draw the belly button in towards the spine a little bit more, hollowing out. And then take your bum down towards your heels. Before just finding a shape where you can just let the body come down a little bit. And then reach your arms forwards, come right up onto the fingertips. So forearms lift up. You can look towards your hands here. Right up on the fingertips, reaching through, and then feel like you're pulling the shoulders in towards your body. The gaze can come back down again, feeling that stretch into the shoulders. See if you can draw the shoulders down the back of the body. And then look towards your hands, bring it back up. We're going to plant the hands. I'm going to extend the right leg out behind you, toes to the ground. Just giving that leg a nice little stretch to push through the heel. If it's particularly tight, little rock forwards and backwards. And then we'll step that foot between the hands and we're going to lift ourselves up. Okay. If you're wobbly, take that foot over to the right a little bit. And this is where you might want to cushion that back knee. Okay, nice tall spine. A little bit of a twist. I'm going to keep the right hand on the right thigh. Bring the left hand to your lower back and twist away. So we're gently pushing into your right thigh just to stabilize, relax the shoulders, and twisting your chest away from the front leg. opening up into that groin. Coming back through center. I'm going to switch, so watch your balance. Left hand onto the right thigh, right hand onto your lower back, and twisting towards the thigh. Come back through center. Reach both arms up, big front body stretch. And then breathe out, lower the hands. Step that foot back to hands and knees. And we'll take left toes to the floor, pushing out through the left heel. Either rocking or being still. Finding that stretch. And then we'll step that left foot between the hands and coming up. So just patting the knee if you need to. Take the front foot wider if you need to. So left hand to the left thigh, right hand to the lower back, and twisting away from the thigh. Just getting that groin stretch. Opening up the hips. Coming back through center, right hand onto the front thigh. Left hand onto the lower back, twisting. Taking a nice breath in. Come back through center, take both arms up and bring the hands down. Okay, we're going to tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and we're going to hop up to the front of the mat. So a little step to the front and a little into the knees, okay? Bend your knees really generously. Take a hold of the elbows, let the chin come to the chest, have a little sway. And if you're nowhere near the thighs, come to wherever, you can just stick your bum out and let your head. And what you'll notice, so I've had so many people say, well, I can't do yoga because I can't touch my toes. And, you know, you won't ever do anything if you don't practice. So it's all a practice. Our body starts to change the more we work it. So keep at it. Just taking a breath, let the head really drop, a little sway of the bum, a little wriggle of the hips, maybe a shake of the head. And release the hands down to wherever they come. We're going to slide up halfway. So bring the hands onto the thighs, upper body parallel-ish to the ground. If your hamstrings are tight, you're going to be up higher. Perfectly fine. But just lifting, lengthening through the legs, lengthening through the spine. Soften the knees, round it back down. And one more time, breathing in, rising halfway, moving with the breath. And as you breathe out, bend the knees, take it down. And this time, chin to the chest. We're going to roll all the way up to standing. And when you get there, give the shoulders a roll. My goodness, where does the time go? It's gone so quick. Hands into the heart. Breathe in, lift the arms up, look towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, bring the hands to your heart. Palms touching. Breathe in, turn the palms up, reach up nice and tall. And as you breathe out, hands to your heart. And last one, big stretch. Reach out as far as you can. Reach high as you can. Look up. See if you can kind of suspend it this time. Hold it up there. Lengthen down. Push down through your feet. Reach up through the hands. Breathe. And next, exhale. Hands to your heart and pause. Soften the shoulders. Soften your feet. Soften the knees. Did you hear my knees crack there? Soften through the body. Close the eyes and just take a moment. Just to notice, maybe you feel the heart beating underneath your thumbs. And just notice the breath. And see if you can bring a little smile to the corners of your mouth. It doesn't have to be a big goofy smile, but if you want to, please go ahead. Just feeling your breath. And then notice how you feel. And see if you can take something positive into the rest of your day. And we finish by bowing our head to our hands, our mind to our body. And where I always finish by saying namaste, which means the light within me honors the light within you. So namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. It goes so quick. Thank you so very much. And I hope you'll join me again tomorrow. Thank you so much. Cheers.